Alright, chat, YouTube, it's deck tech time. This time for some blue-black Kaito Frog. I don't know deck by, I forget. But we're starting with 3 copies to consider for some card selection here. 1 copy of Spell Pierce, a couple Spell Snares, kind of the standard you see in a blue-black deck. A couple copies of Tamiyo, 4 Thought Scour to help fill up the graveyard for the Oculus and the Murktide. 4 copies of Fatal Push for Unearth, pretty standard as well. 3 copies of Counterspell. Counterspell, not my favorite card at the moment, but we are playing a couple copies. Same with Bowmaster, only 2 copies instead of the full 4, which is maybe wrong, but we'll try out just the 2 copies of Bowmaster, 4 copies of Frog, of course, since we're playing a blue-black deck. 4 Eyeball, 3 copies of Force of Negation, 2 Inquisitive Stupor as our MDFC. Top end, we got 2 copies of Kaito, which I think is a really sweet card in this list. Because you can attack with Tamiyo, bounce your Tamiyo back to hand, put it into play. You can attack with Frog or Bowmaster. It almost makes me want to up the copies of Tamiyo and Bowmaster because I think those are the most synergistic cards with Kaito. You don't really want to bounce the Frog because if you bounce the Frog, then you lose all the counters on the Frog, plus also you don't get to draw your card. So I think for the most part, it's going to be super synergistic with the Oculus manifests, as well as Bowmaster and Tamiyo. And a couple copies of Murktide to have a big dragon. Yeah, bouncing Murktide, not great either. Mana base wise, a couple copies of Bloodstained Mire, 2 Flooded Strands, 4 Polluted Deltas for the fetches, 2 Darkslick Shores for fast lands, 2 Islands, 1 Swamp for basics, 1 Otawara, the 2 MDFCs in the Sigil Stupor, 2 Undercity Sewers for Surveillance, and then 2 Watery Graves, those are shocks. Sideboard wise, 3 copies of Consign Memory for the Eldrazi matchup, 2 Mystical Dispute for the Mirror, a couple copies of Harbinger for Amulet Titan friends, 2 Dauthi Voidwalker, I guess this is just graveyard hate. A couple copies of Toxic Deluge for the energy matchup, 2 Nihil Spellbomb for additional graveyard hate, and then 2 Engineered Explosives, which is one I haven't seen in a while, but I think EE is kind of well positioned against the Mox Opal decks. We'll give it a shot. I'm going to keep this hand even though it's a 1-lander. Give it a shot. Innistrad Remastered. Gotcha. Turn 1 Halfling. Not my favorite thing to see, having like a Spell Snare plus, say, Force of Negation in my hand. I'm just going to play Tamiyo and pass. Them having a halfling here makes me want to hold up the Spell Snare a little bit less. I will force this Rumble, though. Maybe. Maybe if Moto lets me. Come on, Magic Online, come on! Yay! Another land off the top would be ideal, or Fatal Push, but I'd prefer another land. How about a Murktide? Alright. Not great. It looks like they're stuck on 1 land, so maybe not the worst. I'm also stuck on 1 land, though. They're just gonna play another Rumble, I can Spell Snare it. Or Wall of Roots, I will also Spell Snare. Looks like we're having a mid-off here. No. Don't do it, chat. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't keep a 1-lander. I'm trying to see if there's anything cool from the set so far. I don't really see anything in the uncommon section that they're going over right now. Yeah, where's the old border Young Wolf? Or full art Young Wolf even. They got some room to play around with the design space. I would love to Bowmaster that. At least they don't have double black yet, so they can't actually cast Yawgmoth for the time being. Looks like they're courting for a Yawg. I'm gonna concede to that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat the Yawg. I'll take Dauthi. A couple of copies of Toxic Deluge. So I get for keeping a 1-lander. Spell Pierce isn't great. This is fine because of Green Sun Zenith, baby. That's bad. Maybe consider. Kinda. Maybe one counterspell can be shaved here. Maybe one Unearth, one Oculus. We'll try it. I think I'll take another land here. Let's be used by Sinking to Stupor as an actual spell instead of a land. It's frog time. The grass was good. Very touchable. 75, 72 for the steps in. And that's a dub in my book. This is the first game. I haven't played without Kaito either. It's like a little awkward. Let's consider here. Maybe we can draw Unearth. I'm getting Bowmastered. I think I will Spell Snare this Bowmaster. Flooded Strand, not amazing. Fly the Frog. Hit them, draw a card. Kind of Dauthi. If they don't just jam Yogg, then Toxic Deluge might be pretty good. They just like play more Mana Dorks out or something. It's like it's Yogg though. Well, that might be a problem. Feels like we're dead. I don't want to go about this. I guess I just make the frog fly here. See if maybe they want to start sacrificing their stuff. I'm kind of priced into casting this Toxic Deluge also. Just not great. So, is it ever worth it for me just like invest a ton of resources in this frog? Probably not. I could discard. That'd be my entire hand. Nah, it's not worth it. Not worth. Morning, Jamie. Wall of Roots. Another Sink to Stupor. I got second. Hell yeah. Congrats. See, I knew I wasn't supposed to enter that tournament. It wasn't meant to be. Another Wall of Roots. Wall of Roots and a pass. I want to, I don't know. Maybe I could have done that. I unearth the frog here. Want to unearth the frog? Is it worth it? Guess so. Either that or I'm cycling it. Doing this, then just holding up Sink to Stupor for Yogg is probably my best line. Actually, I'm gonna go, yeah, Chord Calling. For 3. Yo, Muggy, thank you for the 22 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. +1. I think a Chord for Yogg, which is probably fine. I gotta kind of focus down the Dauthi here. I'm recording for 2. Bowmasters, me. Okay. Interesting. Not the line I expected. Druid on Earth. I'm here for 5 here. Now we get the Unearth Oculus and hold up the Singing to Stupor. Kaito. I think Kaito does much here. Okay, your turn. I have to kill Dauthi or win the game here. Even if they kill Dauthi, that's the game. I'm gonna lose that as soon as they got the Yogg. Surprised. Okay, well, let's run it back. I don't know if Force of Negation is all that good in the matchup. It's kind of bad against Quarter Calling, but it is good against Green Sun Zenith and Rumble. It's probably okay. I think his hand's also okay. It's a little bit light on interaction if they start on like turn 1 halfling here. Yeah. So if they're fast, this hand might fall apart a little bit. Try another Thought Scour. I think we go with the turn 1 Tamiyo. Because then I can like attack, Thought Scour maybe. Flip it alternatively. I just play Frog. Puts 1 card on top. I'm gonna go with the double Thought Scour line. Make a draw Force Negation for Green Suns or Soul. I guess I can't counter Soul Cauldron anyways. Picked up a Dauthi. I'm probably just gonna play Oculus next turn. Or, if they're not going to pressure Tamiyo, I could play Frog, discard Oculus, minus the Tamiyo, pick up Unearth, and then have a Frog and an Oculus. Grist. Grist is pretty good. Oh wow, they're plussing. I didn't expect the plus here. Toxic Deluge is pretty good too. They could be holding up Bowmasters. I want to plus this Tamiyo. And then I'm just going to cast Oculus. Thanks, Appleton. Been 3 years of never shutting off my stream. I'll leave Unearth in the graveyard. I should have left the Thought Scour. I thought I clicked the island. The issue with Toxic Deluge here is that they could just float and cast a Bowmaster afterwards, which is kind of what I thought they had. Plus, also, it just leaves them on the grist. It's not great for me either. Coleman! Think of the 16 months. +1 sub and +5 minutes. Looks like they're gonna kill my Oculus. Oh, they're killing my Tamiyo, not my Oculus. Spicy. No Yogg, please. Fatal push. Quite the predicament. Another Toxic Deluge. So if I tag Grist with the Manifest token, and they block with Wall of Roots, it's not even that good. It's 5 for resubs, 10 for new subs. Or gifted. Balloon, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Alright, what do we want to do? I think I just played Dauthi plus Frog. Which feels awkward. But I think it's what we're supposed to do here. I gotta get this Grist off the table before I Deluge, I feel. I was thinking about Deluging for 1. And that would have been a bad idea. I had the second Bowmaster to cast afterwards anyways. Alright, I hope to dodge Yogg if they have Yogg. Looks like they have Court Calling. Well, that's not good. Everything kind of went poorly this game. And I'm just going to go ahead and scoop it up. We're not going to win this game. Everything went poorly. It's okay. Got some removal. I also never saw Fatal Push in that matchup, which was really weird. Maybe I'm just supposed to board out Tamiyo in the matchup, because Tamiyo's a little clunky. Polluted Delta go. Let's get Undercity Sewers. That's the turn we could Thought Scour, plus Fatal Push something. Looks like it might be Mardu Energy. Into Frog. Get another Undercity Sewers. Don't want to land. Can't cast a giant Murktide here. That's something we're interested in. Only 6/6 though. So it's at risk of getting double bolted. I'll just pass. Looks like it's creativity. Oh, maybe it's not creativity. Put 1 card on top. Yo, Deceive, think of the raid. I appreciate it. Hope your modern prelim went well. Welcome, everybody. We're on day 2 of our subathon this year. Going strong with 16 more hours at least. This is where I am for the rest of the time. Alright, looks like it's Storm. Do I have any interest in countering this Ren's Resolve? Not particularly. I could sink it a Stupor, bounce it, and if I sink it a Stupor, then I don't have to worry about that for a little bit. Yeah, let's cast Sink it a Stupor. Because it also puts Murktide up to a 7/7. Not that it's relevant anymore. I did think that they were some sort of energy list or maybe creativity. Tamiyo. I think I want to hold Tamiyo in my hand to pitch to Force of Negation. I'm not sure Tamiyo's all that good in the matchup, and I want to have Fatal Push up so I can Fatal Push a Ral. Get a Ritual. You don't have a Medallion, however. Unearth, we can Unearth the Frog. Seems pretty good here. Maybe I was supposed to Unearth the Frog and give it flying right away. Probably what I was supposed to do. That's 4 damage over the long run. Looks like they're dead, though. This is what scares me about registering Storm. I think Storm has an abysmal blue-black matchup. I don't really like Consigns against Storm. I was talking to Spike about this, and I was like, Spike, do you ever bring in Consign against Storm? And he's like, nah, not really. He said he thinks it's too narrow. It only hits Medallion. It's like hitting the Grape Shot is pretty irrelevant because when they're comboing off, they usually win by a mile and they can cast Grape Shot multiple times. I think that's a fair statement. So I do want the Nihil Spellbombs and I do want the Dauthis. I don't think I want the Kaitos in this matchup though. Yeah, I'm not shaving my beard this time, but I am dyeing my hair, eyebrows, and beard gray if we hit the last goal. So I can become old dingo once and for all. We just play Tamiyo here. I was gonna dye it like a silver. I feel like bleaching it's more like a blonde, but I don't know. I might have to bleach it if the color doesn't come through. Either way, I'm trying to be old. You gotta show up to the next RCs being old. I'm coming. Very pumped about the subathon. I actually like prepared this time, kinda. The only thing I didn't prepare was having the subs come through automatically and update on screen, but you know, everything else I actually prepared for. Unlike the previous 2 years where I feel like I prepared very poorly. I also just got back from Spikes, and that was fun. Hey, Nobsy. I am in EU hours, it's weird. I'll let that happen. Yo, Bolt Stab Bolt. Dave the 5. It's a long message, let's hear it. Mm-hmm. The Popo thinking I'm mow lawns, huh? Or Bolt, thank you for the $5. I assure you, it wasn't too much grass. If they start this turn with an orange chant, I probably have to counter it. I imagine they will. Maybe I don't have to counter it. I could just bet that they're not going to kill me here. But I have so many counter spells in my hand. Now they're not starting on the chant. I don't think I care about this. This is going to ramp them 3. That's already what I'm using, magical. The timer works. It's just like I don't have the sub count updating. Let's go Dauthi here. And I can have Counterspell plus Force Negation. Seems like it might be a little bit tough for them to win through Counterspell, Force Negation. I have an Orange Chant under my Dauthi as well. We got a Realm. I'll let that happen. I'll let the Ritual happen as well. I think I'm looking to counter the most is Past in Flames, but if they have something else that I need to counter, Magical, thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. Holy schmoly. Alright, let me update. 197. With their gift sub and their old border Murktides. I think Bunny's the one with the old border Murktides. I left up Orange Chant here. I'm a little bit surprised you're not playing Grinding Station Magical. I feel like it's really good right now. You want to buy Mox Opals? That's fair. Just bounces back to their hand. Unearth, we got nothing to do with that. I'm just going to continue to keep pressuring them. Much as holding up Orange Chant would be nice. I have no source of pressure outside of attacking with Dauthi here currently. I could like Thought Scour myself, try to hit something for Unearth. Manamorphose, Grape Shot. Last card in hand is a land. I could try to Manamorphose in the Grape Shot my board. They're just gonna Grape Shot my board. Two to me, two to Dauthi. I'll put 3 on Dauthi. Nope, just putting 2 on Dauthi. You did good, Dauthi. I could save it, but I don't think I want to. You did good. Ooh, Nihil Spellbomb. I'm gonna Thought Scour myself. I drew the Oculus. We can Unearth the Dauthi. Play Nihil Spellbomb, play land. Pass the turn. You got a Manamorphose. They floated red, white. And they're passing. I'm gonna go get Swamp and crack a clue. +1 clue token. Raug. I don't think I need any more pressure. I'm just gonna pass, holding up clue token plus Force of Negation plus Nihil Spellbomb. Storm seems like it has a really tough time with blue-black. Alright, the weekly MTG stream is over, chat. Was there anything cool? Alright, they scooped. And it's pretty Kaito heavy, but I kind of want to try it. Looks like it's the mirror. Mayhaps. In the 1-3 bracket losing the Orcish Bowmasters. I feel that. Snap targeting back to reality. And we can snap back to reality and realize the card's not playable. Sag. Watery Grave. Tomato. Remember when Mission Briefing came out and everybody thought it was like the next Snapcaster Mage? feel like this is cards better than Snapcaster Mage. And I proceeded to see like almost zero play. You haven't even sleeved them. Or mission briefing. You'll get them next time, mission briefing. Opponent with the green-black Saga build. Saga's gonna be an issue if they have land number 3. There's no dress downs or anything like that in this list, so Saga's gonna be a little bit problematic. We do have engineered explosives post board, but not game 1. There's a lot of Thought Scours. Bowmaster, not great here. This is gonna be a 2/2. Thanks to the Shadow Spear. 2/2, and then a 3/3, and then a 4/4. Have mercy, Jerry. Have mercy. Nihil Spellbomb. Makes sense. Now let's fetch for a swamp. Cast Consider, and then flash in the Bowmasters. Frog. Can't take the frog. Kaito's looking a little awkward here. They're down to 3/3s at least. Could attack with both of these and then Kaito, but then Kaito just dies on the crackback, so I think it's better just to play the frog out, hold up Spell Pierce. Another Saga, we're so cooked. So cooked. I'm gonna discard these 3. I gotta keep a Spell Pierce in my hand for Fatal Push. Okay, that worked out. Maybe not so cooked after all. Would love to draw a card here. Find something impactful. Unearth would be the best draw. That could be anything. Take a Fatal Push. That'd be good for this Construct token. We go to like equip Shadow Spear and make another Construct token. Oh, Unearth. That's pretty sweet. What a good draw. A frog. You. Oh, and another Oculus here, which means I get to flip both Oculi up. I didn't think we were going to win that game. That's the power of Psychic Frog. And my one of Spell Pierce. Take an Engineered Explosives also. Pretty good against the Construct tokens. I don't think Counterspell's all that good. Force of Negation seems kind of bad as well. Maybe one Oculus, one Unearth out. Bring in Dauthi here. Dauthi's not too bad. Could also see Consign being okay. I think I at least want the Dauthis, and then we'll trim a Counterspell as well. In my trim, I keep seeing everybody talk about Showdown on the Skulls and Energy, and I'm just not sold on it. I think Showdown is just not nearly as impactful enough to be a consideration for the sideboard. But a lot of people are playing one copy, which is weird to me. Nihil Spellbomb. We'll get Watery Grave and Thought Scour main phase, play around Bowmaster. I need to draw Island. I was kind of hoping for Swamp so I could play Dauthi, but Island's fine too. Can play Frog out. Cannot Unearth because they have the Nihil Spellbomb. Probably just a Frog angle. Dad? Dad, is that you? Bobby boy? That's actually crazy. Goodbye, Dad. What year is it? Where are we? Is this just a simulation? Man, coming in with a 50 subs. Holy shit. It's that time of year again. We're so back. Holy. 247? If the maths. Holy crap, Vade. Thank you for the insane amount of support. Another year. Another Santa Claus Vade. And sir, thank you for the tier 1 as well. The 11 months. I just looked over at the timer, 25 hours again. Guess we're back. Back again. Feel bomb. Do I play Dauthi Spell Pierce or Psychic Frog Spell Pierce? I think it's Psychic Frog Spell Pierce. Oh, I could go. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do Psychic Frog, discard Dauthi, unearth Dauthi. Why not both? Thank you so much, Vade. Very kind, very generous. No, we're 3 subs away from finishing Final Fantasy VII. Fun fact, I actually got banned from the Star City Games Twitch chat for abbreviating Thing in the Ice to Titty. That's why I could never finish Final Fantasy VII as a kid. I was like, please, it's a misunderstanding. They're like, you're banned. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And Vid coming up with another 5. Holy. All right. So that's 6 more total. 253. Woo! All right. Now we got to start this thing. Start. Hold on. Start. Oh. Start. Pause. Perfect. We hit it. We hit it. We did it. Gasoline. Thank you, Vid. Again. Yeah, I set up live split because I was like, this is the best way I could think of to do it. Come on, it looks pretty decent. What does old dingo mean? I'm gonna dye my hair, my beard, and my eyebrows gray and go to both regional championships in the United States as old dingo. I think I'm gonna carry around a cane as well. Rip. Goodbye, frog. This is the most Jund thing I've ever seen. Doesn't get any Junder than this. Riz. It's so over. They milled another Dark Confidant. Go to the next game. I don't think Spell Pierce is gonna be good here. Oof. Well, they're just Jund, so I don't want to board in against Jund. Maybe I want another Oculus here. Does seem pretty good against Jund. Spell Pierce doesn't seem that good. Force of Negation seems kind of weak because Force of Negation doesn't stop Grist either, right? Might mulligan this. Go back to Unearth, but I think I'm going to keep this hand. Bowmasters does seem quite good against Dark Confidant. Probably a pretty good chance I'm going to get Thought Seized on turn 1. Womp. Yeah, sure. Look at the swamp I kept on top. Don't Thought Seize me. Wait. Ideally, they just play Dark Confidant. I get to Bowmaster it. If they play Goyf, it's only 1-2. If they kill my Dauthi, I'm gonna be a little sad. Dreadbore? What? Actual factual Dreadbore? Getting kind of rolled by this John deck, I'm not gonna lie. This is tough. Actual factual Dreadbore. Please don't Thought Seize me. It's fine. Ouch. Moto's taking a small break. I'm gonna Bowmaster them, bounce the Bowmaster back to my hand, play Kaito. Get Magic Online. What's the holdup? MTGO, I think, is just overworked at the moment. It has to take a few more small breaks than normal. Next deck is Hammer. I could tap this and put some stun counters on it. I should do that. What up, Tej? It's kind of bad against Grist and bad against another Dreadbore. I think stunning the Goy for a couple turns is okay. I have engineered explosives to sweep up the Urza Saga tokens. Or I could just play it on 1. Just like kill the Goyf. The Needle and the Grafdigger's Cage. I get to Bowmaster the first Saga. Might just be blocking here, I guess. This thing's at 3-3. This is even better for me. Kaboom! I could take Unearth for Dauthi if I wanted to. I don't think I want either of these though. Fatal Push. Do they make a construct? I Bowmaster it. All's well that ends well. They are gonna make a construct here. What a good engineered explosives. Just like 4 for 1 them. Is engineered explosives secretly cracked? Island. And Lebo Boy. Poor opponent getting outvalued. I don't know if Frank's here. Doesn't seem like it. Scoop. Actually, I could point you to a blue-white control list. Mangu, if you know who Andrea Mangucci is, he trophied with a blue-white Teferi control list playing like the Hero of Dominaria. So I would check out Mangu's list on TCG Player or Twitter or wherever he posts things. Oh, oh. This is all I've ever wanted. Hell yeah. That looks like a dingo if I've ever seen one. I love that. Here's the video. Yeah, now I need that as an avatar. I don't know if I want this. I guess I don't. Okay, well, I didn't want that either. I've been Murktide. Just like playing Oculus out here. Raven Charm. I guess I'm spell piercing this. I don't know. It doesn't feel great to spell pierce this. Feels better than Hydro Frog, though. You get to draw a card. 3 Oculi. That's a lot of Oculi. So I should prioritize leaving spells and things that I can unearth. So I kind of want to leave this Tamiyo in here. Play Oculus and say go. I'm so happy we got Old Bordered and Full Art Young Wolf. That was all I've ever wanted from Innistrad Remastered. Thank you, base wizards. I'm just gonna escape Flage. Looks like just escaping Flage. That'd be a sweet avatar. What do we want to do here? I think I'm definitely attacking with both. I'm probably gonna fly the frog. Let's start with Thought Scour. Swamp. Tamiyo. Spell Pierce. This is just too many Oculi. I have to see the Huntmaster art. Ooh, cool. is the front, and then the back. Here's the old border. What an iconic card. I wish this card was like remotely playable. Because my god, it's cool. I've never even seen this art. This is a really cool Hunt Master too. Hey, Raptor. I just let this die and then Fatal Push this. I don't need all these Oculi at the same time. I want to spend another removal spell on it. It's fine. I just lose the frog here. I think I just attack with the Oculus, play another Oculus. It wouldn't force the flip because Ajani's a May, so they could just deny it. I think playing another Oculus might be a little bit better here. It's close though. If it was mandatory, then Bowmaster gonna be a lot better. Put the Undercity Sewers underneath, and we'll take an Unearth because we can actually bounce Unearth back to our hand to play Kaito and then Unearth another Oculus on top of that. And that's really cool. Ocelot. I don't know, I have another basic to go fetch. Bonk. It might have removal in hand, but I don't think they can actually, like... Oh, they flipped Dejani. Alright, -2. Maybe they're hoping I attack Dejani. I had no intentions of attacking Dejani. Probably just hoping I made a mistake. I'll bring in these. I think we take out Murktide. What else I want to take out? Essentially like a Force of Negation. I think Force of Negation is worse against Boros now they don't have Ring. But they do have Blood Moon still, so I gotta be wary about Blood Moon. If I want to keep the Force of Negation, trim an actual Counterspell. I go down like... Thinking of Frog. Torb said he's gonna check on it. Let's go! Ghost Vacuum. That makes our Unearth really bad. Let's pass. Maybe Torben will like let me do one of those you know how like Anzin had the Legacy Madness event and then Spike had the Modern Madness, whatever. I wonder if Torben will let me do one of those and have that be the avatar. That'd be sick. I'll have to talk to him about it. They Blood Moon, I'm out of Force of Negation. More like Scrubathon. True. How you doing, Dork? Toxic Deluge is not a great draw. One Valk. Mediocre. I'm sorry. Hope things get better. They're just passing, which is probably a good sign for me. Spell Snare was a pretty good pickup, too. They binned Goblin Bombardment, which tells me they have no creatures in hand. Maybe their plan is just to activate Ghost Vacuum. Discard the Unearth. For the Oculus, which isn't helpful anyways. We'll just pass. Looks like they're going for the crack Ghost Vacuum angle. So they're getting an Ajani and a Guide of Souls. Before I push any of these, I'm going to see if I can draw land for Toxic Deluge. No land for Deluge. Guide of Souls is a little scary. Double Guide of Souls. Spell Snare that. No, this has flying. Anything that comes out of the Ghost Vacuum has flying. They're ghosts. They're at 7. Now they're just dead. Now I can just discard my entire hand. Prediction time, chat. That's pretty good. That is right, I did it. That's right, Magical. You're everyone. You're everyone and no one all at the same time. You are absolute. Creativity. She's pretty excited to play against Creativity. Because we just hit Oculus in the graveyard. I think I just cheated. Good old Entomb land. This is why there's no doubters, by the way. I don't know if I want anything else. Maybe Dauthi's fine. It's like Dauthi and Harbinger. Cut the Murky Mercs. Probably go down a couple Fatal Pushes as well. Oh, Engineering Explosive is actually really good in the matchup. It's probably better than the rest of the Fatal Pushes. Forget how good Engineered Explosives is against Creativity. Is Oculus still like $1 million in paper? Abhorrent Oculus. 26. 26 to 40. Leyline of the Void. Through the Unearth. I'm not going to play the Tamiyo here. I'm going to leave up Spell Snare for the Ren and 6 or whatever they have on turn 2. You got it for $0 because I don't play bad decks. True. How much did you get your Green Sun Zenith for, huh? Amulet Titan player. I did not know looting was $5. Faithless looting. The Japanese Strixhaven Faithless lootings are like 32. And they're as low as like 30 cents if you want to get a like Commander Edition one. Dual decks Soaring versus Tibalt's 32 cents. The retro frame ones are like 10. I didn't realize how many times looting got reprinted. It's been reprinted like 70 times. I discarded Fable. They have a place in your hearing and also your heart. Can't let you do that. Do I Harbinger now? Probably. I don't think they have Bolt. I think they probably would have bolted the Tamiyo if they had Bolt. They can make a Dwarf, but they need triple red. I just said GG's. GG's. Harbinger seems real good against creativity. Well, this was sweet. I think Kaito is probably better served as a sideboard card instead of a main deck card. If you do want to play it in the style of a list, I would just probably play 4 Bowmasters in the main deck. Bowmasters is crazy. Well, hell yeah. Congrats, believers. Up next, it's hammer time. Actually, when's the challenge?
Have you peeked?
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.